But I did want to have some fun. Wanted to talk to you about a serious topic. Make a little shift real quick. I got somebody I wanted to call. I wanted to have a conversation around. This is crazy how this is about to shift. Not really though. I wanted to have a conversation around semen retention, and I wanted to, because I'm big on. I promote masturbation.
You promote it?
Yes, for sure. I think these need to beat that dick.
Like that.
For sure.
I'm trying to figure out like how do you like promote it?
So I think people need to masturbate because I feel like me and Janice had this conversation, and I feel like a horny man is a weak man. There's been times where I've been horny and I don't think straight.
Oh yeah.
Right? And I do think that
get that monkey off your back.
Yeah, post nut clarity is real. Right? Not for sure, not for real. So I think every man should wake up in the morning. It don't have to be every day. But sometimes you be horny at some days and other days. Beat your dick, my man. Before you go out to a party, beat your dick. Because you get horny, you don't make the right decisions. Now you over some chick house, you had a couple drinks, now you a little bit too aggressive. You beat your dick, you become powerful. You get your power back. Now, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're just a creep. I ain't talking to the creeps. I'm talking to the people that's pretty stable. Because I understand that it can be an addiction. People watch porn all day, beating their dick I ain't talking about them. So
all day.
Yeah, I've heard stories. I'm talking about the people that's pretty
regular,
right? You know what I'm saying?
Be careful with the regular word too.
Yeah, oh my God. But I ain't got the, listen, I'm not gonna lie, I ain't got the education and vocabulary to be too clean. I can just tell you, and y'all gotta hear my heart. And if you don't, counsel me, because you get more followers being canceled anyway. Yeah. Whatever. So it just is what it is. So not for real. So I do think that young men need to beat that dick more. But I've been hearing a lot about semen retention. I don't really like that because I'm all about the easiest path to resistance. Right? Am I saying? Yeah. Easiest path to success, like with the least resistance, right? Mm-hmm. And I feel like semen retention, you're still withdrawing something. So you still like, some people have that fear of missing out. Like some people want to do it and they can't control themselves. And I'm not giving nobody an excuse to do something weird, but it's like, why put your body through that when you could just masturbate, get it out the way, and now you can live healthier in a sexual manner. I was curious what y'all think. I'm gonna call somebody that practices it and talk to them, but I just want to know what y'all think.
They practice semen retention.
Yeah. But they like well versed in it, in the conversation. Have you ever did it? Have you ever practiced it?
No, I don't. I think like jacking off is kind of like a regular routine.
Regular?
Like regular enough, you know what I mean? Like I feel like it's 7 days in a week. 5 days of the week, I'm gonna make a protein shake.
Oh, you ain't the regular I always talking about.
No. 5 days of the week, I'm gonna do a protein shake, and then maybe I might slap off maybe like 3 times a week, maybe.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
It's not crazy, but that's like I'm just giving like an average amount though. But it's also just like,
so it could be 5 times.
It could be.
Depending on the week?
It depends on the week, you know what I mean? But
I don't think I ever went that crazy.
But when did semen retention become something that like was a thing? You know what I mean? I feel like that just came around.
It came around when we started talking mental health and all that.
No, I mean, it's been around for a while.
Like, what, 5 years though?
No, not in our culture, but like,
it came around
monks and
when we started talking about mental health.
Nuns.
Yeah, like they practice things of that nature for years.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of reasons why guys, probably.
Have you ever practiced it?
I mean, not intentionally. Like it was just like I wasn't having sex, but then I wasn't watching porn or nothing like that.
How was that time for you when you did that?
Like I was clear minded though. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like it was. I remember reading Think and Grow Rich, and it was kind of talking about like the power of sex transmutation, and I think that was kind of part of the reason why I started going down that journey. But it was talking about how the most energy that you get is your natural sexual energy. It was like if you can retain that sexual energy, like you're more clear minded, you're able to move forward and start projects, but then also finish it. But it also had a very important point that talked about why most men don't become successful until their late 40s or 50s is because when you're young, you fucking off. You know what I'm saying? Like you having a blast, you out here partying, but like you tend to slow down your sexual life when you're in your 40s and 50s because it's like, all right, I done got that out the way. So essentially what it was trying to draw the parallel to is just, again, they call it universal intelligence in the book, but it's like you get closer to God or universal intelligence as the book called it as you maintain that energy. So I ain't gonna lie to you though, it did help a little bit, but I do understand on the latter though, because there's sometimes that I do think that I made some stupid ass decisions because I was horny.
I mean, for sure, but you don't think that do you not be horny after you beat your dick? Like, do you still be horny? I don't.
No, I don't. Yeah, no, I
Like,
don't.
I'm good after that.
But even then, it'd be like, all right, I might have some shit I got to do, and then I might beat my dick, but I'm still able to get done what I needed to do anyway, though.
That's what I'm saying.
So I don't see how, like...
Wait, have you ever dealt with a guy that's practiced semen retention? Or have you ever, like, heard of it? Or
Yeah, I know about semen retention, but no, I have.
Because a lot of women, I be hearing women like, I need to start doing that. And I'm like...
No, I like nut videos, so.
I think that was crazy.
I don't really, but I know I have quite a few friends that have practiced the semen retention thing.
What they say?
So, I mean, I've heard like burst stories. I've heard like the ones like where he said like, you're more clear, you're more goal oriented. You're not so sexually, like the wind blow and your dick hard. Like it's not given that. It's given like, okay, I'm super focused on whatever my goal is. And then I know people who have like did it unintentionally, like their money was down. They was, you know, and for lack of better terms, on they dick like really bad with money. And they just didn't have a desire to want to have sex until they got their money back to where they needed to get it to. But yeah, I've never known. I don't think I haven't heard necessarily good reviews on it. I mean, I think people do it just to kind of see if they can get themselves out of just being so sexually wrapped.
All right, so I'm going to call this guy real quick. I want to see.
That is true, though. Is my money funny?
Yeah, you don't want no sex. I think I operate like that as a woman.
Nothing.
So.
If I'm broke, no stroke.
I ain't going to lie to you. I thought about that before, and I feel like you be lying.
No, it's
Because your money be funny.
Now, it's
still be
different.
horny
It's
as hell.
different tiers of niggas, though. Like, some niggas who really, like, trying to get to that bag, you not focus on no ass if you really down bad.
But I'm going to be real with you, though. I don't know about y'all. For me, it's like, I don't want to say it's the opposite, but it's like I'm two extremes. Because if I'm getting to the money,
yeah,
I'm
you
definitely I don't want to have sex. I ain't want. That's the last thing I'm thinking about. Yo, you know how it's like I don't want to say getting a lot of likes on it. It's like something good happened. You wanted to continue. It's that dopamine effect. So you get a bag and it's like, I just made 10. Oh, all I gotta do is this again and make 20. I'm on it. So like when I'm up, I ain't worrying about, nigga, the last thing I'm worrying about is a chick and what she trying to do, because now I know I gotta date you, I gotta court you, now I'm spending the money that I could be making. Nah. When I'm on my dick, I got more time to think, I'm bored, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got shit going for myself. Hey, where the hoes at? You feel me? Like, come here, pull up, let's do something.
But to that point though, that dopamine effect, like, because that's essentially what you're getting from sex or masturbation is that dopamine effect. So you're getting it in another way. So it's like, all right, bet I'm still getting that dopamine from chasing this success. Yeah. So you're just getting it in a different way.
So I'm gonna call this guy, right? His name is Docs. Hopefully he's still.
Docs.
What is that? Is that something wrong with that name? Let me turn this up.
No.
Let's see. Right by him. Here it is. Let's see. Matter of fact, let me test this speaker out. We good. I just called it.
I don't even know this.
I try to be funny all the time. Maybe I should text him first and say, "Hey, this is Jay."
Oh, this first
Let me text him first. Yeah.
No.
Let me text him.
I think also women be wanting niggas to do semen retention because they know niggas is watching porn. And with that, niggas is watching shit that's not really transferable to the bedroom with all type of women.
Yeah, that's a fact. But even that, like, even to like Ashley's point, again, I don't even understand that. I mean, I understand where people go wrong or why people don't like porn, but I don't watch. Like,
you go off of like members.
No, I don't watch intercourse porn.
What?
Like, I don't watch girls having sex with men. I only watch solo videos. So like, I don't think that's so in my mind. It's like I'm not looking at no. I'm not. I don't
you just
want
watch like girls playing with themselves.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So like.
Yeah, you gotta go to therapy.
Huh?
That's kind of wild.
That's the best porn to watch.
I mean, yeah.
I don't want to
therapy is
watch no
crazy.
man in his, I don't care about that. I love when a girl can see herself. Like, that's fire.
I mean, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. So because I don't watch,
Everybody got their own little,
yeah, so
little king.
no pun intended. So different strokes.
that's the name of this episode.
I like that. That's good. That's good. All right, so I was saying because I don't watch that type of porn, I'm not overly sexual when it comes to like having sex with women. Like I don't want them to do nothing. Like I'm not asking for nothing crazy. I'm still normal. Like I'm regular. You know what I'm saying?
You have to be careful with that too, though. Like you said, people trying to fulfill a.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying because
real.
I'm not watching that. I'm not watching that type of porn.
Right.
I don't have no thought. If anything, I've learned more recently that I'm not a freak. I had to come to terms with myself.
Oh.
I had to come to terms with myself because I used to always walk around like, yeah, can't, girl, I'm a freak. I'm not.
Oh yeah,
There's some
what you want
freaky
me to
niggas
do?
out here, and I'm not one of them. So, I'm just saying, it's some freaky niggas out here,
Very true.
and I'm not one of them. I'm just a horny nigga, and honestly, not even as much as I thought I was, because I don't be wanting to fuck. Give me a break. No, I don't want to go round 2 and 3. Give me a second. No, I don't want to go every day. Relax. Like, no. So, I think I'm doing pretty well in that category. So, and I watch solo porn. So when people be like, man, it's the devil, you shouldn't do this and that, I don't understand. So I'm going to call him again. I'll just text him. We're going to try this one more time. And if it don't go through, then oh well for our professional. Yo, can I get some more sangria? It's hot as hell down here. Shit, I need air conditioning.
You might need to get your little fan.
I do. I got one. Can you pass that to me? What's up? Oh, appreciate you, brother.
What if he answers the phone like, I can't answer your question because I just broke my I couldn't help it.
That's why, bro.
That's why I didn't answer the phone.
The first, bro, I was, listen, man. I know we talking about, but I had a change of heart, bro. I'm human. Oh man.
Please leave your message
I
for
didn't have to do it.
not.
I think he's gonna call back and then. Facts. I'm trying to be patient with it. So I remember Alex when Alex first said he didn't want to have sex anymore. I thought he was,
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You just cut off
Wait a
sentence
minute.
and didn't leave
Just, how did I end up? Huh?
Why my birthday?
The first time Alex said he would have said, I just thought he was.
Wait a minute.
Why gotta be in June?
Having a birthday in June is crazy.
Oh, it went
It's
over
all
your
good.
head. Alex ain't catch on.
Yes, okay, man.
That's all right.
That might be another reason why that was a crazy transition. But
What?
maybe another reason why men do masturbate is because they want to. They might have a girl that they with who ain't gonna fulfill. I had a
That's
chick.
dangerous though.
Wait, what?
I had a chick I was dating from Florida, bro.
What's her name?
Crazy. I mean,
what's her
just
Instagram
insane.
handle?
I forgot. She was just crazy. Like it was like literally like on some like, yo, whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? She wasn't a good woman for me all around.
Was she a Scorpio?
But that aspect, no, she was a
Hold it.
Hold it.
damn.
I mean, Scorpio is just.
Just saying.
Might be like a Cancer or some shit.
Oh god.
I think her birthday was in like July. But it was just wild. Like, it's just wild. Whatever you want, like, whenever you want, it was just wild. So then you get with somebody, though, who ain't on that type of time,
You miss it.
to an extent.
The wildest experience I've ever had in my life, bro. I remember dealing with a chick. I had to put this on Patreon. Block this up. I was dealing with a chick, right? And I'm like, man, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I got up to go to the bathroom. She's like, you got pee? I said, yeah. She was like,
Oh,
Oh, hell. Hey, no, hey.
And at that moment, this became a Patreon exclusive.
and that's when I knew I just wasn't with them. Like, she opened her mouth like,
it's a thing though,
No, it is. The girl from Florida, bro. I was like, yo, like, bro.
and
I
I'm
was
not
making
understanding that.
I mean, it's, I don't know from y'all, though, like a woman's standpoint. But,
From a nigga
you
that's
tried it?
powerful.
nigga, what?
you say yeah?
Yeah. Yes, I have. Yeah. This nigga fumbling over shit. Nigga trying to Google the name.
He
He's like,
like, I need to know, like,
what's the name?
golden showers.
Nigga going through my followers right now. Like, where she at?
You said Florida?
Florida. No, that shit is a thing, bro. Like I used to drive out there, bro.
Damn.
Just to pee in her mouth.
No, but I mean, we was dating. Like that was, you know what I mean?
Unknown
I don't know
caller.
if I could. Like, if you went to too many freaks,
It wasn't like it
How do you
just
come
pee
back
on me,
from
not
that,
pee in.
All right, hold on.
Yeah,
This,
no,
this
just,
Dom's right
but I
now.
also was.
Yeah. Hello.
We'll come back to this
What up?
conversation.
What up, bro?
I'm not done with this.
in it.
Yeah.
This
Still with you.
this Jay Hill, bro. You on a podcast? You live? Just let you know.
Okay, no worries.
All right, so this is Docs, everybody. So as you guys know, I was on Instagram. I was like, man, I'm looking for somebody who practice semen retention or who's into it and can speak on it, because I really can't speak on it. Me myself, you know, like I promote to the youngins to masturbate. That's what I think. A lot of people be like, man, no, man, semen retention is the way to go. And I was curious. I had a question. I'm like, is masturbation a form of control, or is it just a quick fix? And I'm wondering what you think.
Yeah, I mean, it can still keep you out of a lot of, not curse?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it still keep you out of a lot of shit as a man, first and foremost. So if you're not with these women in different ways, do what you got to do, masturbate. But you do got to account for the energy expenditure every time you masturbate. I always recommend this book to my brothers who try and get into it. It's this book called Cultivating Male Sexual Energy. It's by this dude named Montauk Chia. He also got one for women called Cultivating Female Sexual Energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in the book, it's mad information in it. Y'all could download it for free. My brothers ain't got money to spend on the book. Type in free PDF, it'll come right up. But there's a certain part in the book where he says the average man is going to ejaculate about 5,000 times in his life, right? I'm assuming most of the people on your podcast, if it's all men right now, we probably all black or brown.
Mm-hmm.
With us, it's a certain level of swag and energy and aura where 5,000 ain't enough for most of us. Most of us gonna go through our life cycle 10, 15,000 nuts, you know what I'm saying, before we check out. Will Chamberlain said, nigga, I had sex with 20,000 women. So for most of us, we got to double or triple those numbers. But average man, 5,000 ejaculations. Every time we ejaculate, whether it's sex or masturbation, it's about 150 to 300 million sperm that's released, right? Any of those sperm hit the egg the right way, it got the atomic force to co-create a life, right? And I discovered the power of semen retention. I was on my own year of celibacy. When I started that year, kidney issues, a nigga was blind in my left eye, flat broke, heartbroken from a relationship I had just got out of for like 13 years. I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do with my life. And about 4 months into that year that I did, including no masturbation, all of a sudden my kidney numbers started to improve. All of a sudden my vision started to come back. All of a sudden I started to get these downloads on what I was supposed to do with my life, which the past 8 years I've been doing that. I ain't had no clue what the fuck I was supposed to be doing with this shit. I'm saying that to say that the same energy that we give to these women we don't even care about just for a nut, the same energy that we expend when we masturbate, that was the same energy I needed to heal my body. That was the same energy I needed to be able to get my abundance in order to be a man of valor and value, to be able to attract a now wife, a soulmate, to have a son, a tribe, an audience. I've been working for myself for the past 8 years from a place where I had nothing going for myself. Other things was required, but semen retention was a huge part of that shit. So we got to kind of look at it as energetic expenditures, like banking. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand however many nuts you want to release per week, per month, that's going to retract energy you need from other things in different ways. So hopefully that answers your question.
No, I think that's a great answer. And I mean, I guess that was another way to look at it, because I wasn't even looking at the health aspect of it. I was more so looking at it from a self-control aspect when it comes to, you know, like, because a lot of men get in trouble when it comes to dealing with women. They overly horny. And, you know, we said this before on the podcast, like a horny man is a weak man. So I'm saying, I always say I want the path of least resistance. So it's like, why put yourself through that when you could just, and I'm not, because I know some people have problems with masturbation. I'm saying for the average person who might not have any problems, and they're not addicted to porn and things like that, I'm like, yo, for the average guy, just go ahead and masturbate in the morning or whatever, get it out the way so you can then go through your life with a clear mind. But when you talk about the health aspect of it, that's a whole different perspective I've never even thought about.
But it's still factoring in what you're talking about as far as the willpower and not being a slave to dopamine, because that's really what we're talking about. It ain't even the nut. It's the sensation and the dopamine released every time you nut. And your mind hardwires, no pun intended, but your mind hardwires your consciousness towards whatever is going to give you the most dopamine. I have these conversations with my son about not consuming too much candy, not having too much screen time. He understands dopamine at 7 years old. Most of us never got that lesson on how that shit functions. So it still comes back over into the willpower. If we can't control our dick, it's really not going to be any aspect of our life that we'll be able to maintain balance. You can have balance for a few months, few years with the women, with your finances, whatever it is. But ultimately, the thing we got to conquer is our dick before we can conquer the world. And even if the brothers is in relationships, there's a part in the book where they talk about the fact that, you know, a lot of men will hit a wall when they're in a relationship. They love their woman. They've been attracted for the past 2-3 years. The wandering out and decrease. But maybe year 3, maybe year 4, all of a sudden it's like, damn, it ain't really hitting like it used to. My wandering eyes increasing again. Like I feel like I want to venture out. The system is so intelligent that it knows every time we release that we are releasing some of our vital force that we need for other things. And they can get to a point, even in a relationship, if you're having sex with one woman, you're faithful, but it's too much, your system will start to release chemicals that can spark resentment, loss of attraction, right? Damn. Put you in positions where your system is trying to get you to stop, but it turns into now dissension with my lady in my relationship, loss of attraction. And we don't know why. Damn, I just hit this wall. I was just good last year. And now it ain't the same no more. Yes, our own system is trying to get us to realize it's too much expenditure.
Y'all got any questions?
Yeah, that was good. I do got a question. So, like, what does it look like? What does semen retention really look like? Is it like, okay, you go a year or you go a month?
Right.
What does it truly look like in practice?
Right. So for me, it was like a sense of urgency. Like I'm trying to heal my kidney. I'm trying to heal my vision. It was a real urgent situation for me. Now I'm at the point being married. Me and my wife still have about 3 periods a year where we don't have sex physically. You know what I'm saying? Last year we did 3. Our longest one was about 72 days. And we had like a 30-dayer and a 40-dayer. I'm not even advocating niggas that listen to this do all that. There's actually a chart that Montauk Chia puts out that based on your age bracket, he tells you how many times a week or per month that you should be ejaculating. So as you get older, your ejaculation should be less and less because it acquires even more of your energy when you get older because you got less to just dole out. You know what I'm saying? So if you anywhere between like 30 to 40 age bracket, it should be no more than 2 times a week, whether it's masturbation or sex. And the higher you go up, it should be a longer period of time. Niggas in their 40s, maybe 50s, maybe once a month, maybe once every 2 months. Bro, this is, and when you think about it, a lot of men, especially black men, when we get into older age, our bodies break down really bad and really fast. We be cruising 30, 40 years old, and all of a sudden 50 come and you got prostate issues, kidney shit, liver shit. A lot of that is also due to the retroactive expenditures you've had that nobody ever told you. My nigga, you're going to pay for that. When you're about in your 40s, 50s, and 60s, you may be still living, but your quality of life will decrease. So it's charts devoted to this. It's information y'all can look up. But it also depends on how much you sleep, quality of your sleep, the quality of your diet, the type of relationship you got with women, how much your life feels fulfilling. It's a lot of other factors that go into it that's not one size fit all. But these are the things we got to start to think about as men.
You got a question?
That's right.
No, he answered it when he said it also depends on sleep, diet, exercise, and all that.
Yeah.
You got a question?
And one more thing, real quick. One more thing. It also depends on how much we have expended. Like when I work with my brothers, when I counsel, I pretty much always ask them, if you had to average it out, right? To watch your sexual history, how many times a week would you say you ejaculated on average? The average answer I get from men, and I work with mostly black men, but I work with men from all walks of life. Average answer is about 6 times per week.
Yeah,
I done heard niggas tell me, bro, that's already a lot. I done heard niggas tell me, bro, about 12 to 15 times a week.
12 to
you know what I'm
16
saying? So you also got to factor in if you are, you also got to factor in based on your sexual history. If you are already at a deeper level of depletion, then maybe a man that would say, once or twice a week. We got niggas out here that's been running through them and thought it was no consequence involved. So you got to factor that in as well.
Jeez, what would you? I guess you gave a lot of information. I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah, no worries.
What would you say like a big takeaway from this I guess at the lowest level as somebody who might can't digest the information as much as quickly as you saying it, like what's something that you could say just base level to those people
that they could do or understand about semen retention?
Understand, and both. Some advice too.
All right. As far as understanding, and I often use this analogy too. Where y'all based at? Where's this happening at right now?
We're in Atlanta.
Y'all in Atlanta. All right. So I always use this analogy. Let's say a man and a woman is walking down like a New York City block, and y'all know the vibes, mad people on Manhattan blocks, right? A nigga walk past one block, 100 women. He feel like maybe 80 of those women is attractive, right? Even if he don't say nothing to any of them, a lot of those women is going to be walking through that nigga mind for the rest of the day like, damn, I should have hollered at one of those, right? And the woman could walk down that same New York City block. Let's say she thinks 20 men is attractive. If nobody says nothing to her, she's not carrying them niggas in her mind for the rest of the day. This is how much power feminine energy often has over us. And even if we're not fucking and releasing, just thinking about women, bro, it takes so much of our energy. So I realize now what niggas told me was freedom, which was running through a bunch of chicks and fucking as much as you can and having, a crazy rotation. That was slavery, my nigga. All the lies I had to keep in place, all the stress I had to go through, juggling all that bullshit, that was the real enslavement. Freedom for me now is to be able to be in a room full of dope-ass, beautiful women, which I always am, and not even having the compulsion to step outside my relationship. I could recognize a woman as physically beautiful, and I don't want her ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with my wife. That's the real freedom, to not have to juggle all this shit mentally, let alone what we do with our dick and what comes out of that. So for the man that may be thinking about this conversation, you're not going to really know until you experience it, the freedom that's on this side of things. Niggas may look at me as a square or a simp. I done had my time, my nigga, right? But on this side, this the most content and fulfilled I've ever felt in my life, just being with one woman and not being a slave to my dick.
That was good, bro. For the people that don't know, let them know.
Yeah, no doubt.
Tell me your Instagram and everything.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all having me here. Y'all can check me out. Brick City Buddha. That's Brick, BRICK _city, CITI _Buddha, BUDDHA. That's on Instagram, Facebook as well. I'm currently on tonight's conversation along with my brother Jay. We are doing a tour right now. Y'all can hit me up for one-on-one sessions. I also do relationship counseling. I do mindfulness mentoring for those that want to get deeper into meditation. We do retreats around the world. Mexico, we got Texas coming up. Hit me up. Also, the music is out. I got my single Daddy Issues out for the brothers that's going through that shit. As far as the arena being a single father, definitely check that out. I got 3 other singles album on the way. I appreciate y'all, man.
No problem, man. Happy belated Father's Day, too.
I appreciate you, beloved. Same to y'all.
My dog. Damn, Brick Buddha, a.k.a. the professional nut holder. I mean, joking. That was real, though.
That was pretty deep.
That was...
we think when we hear semen retention, we think no nuts.
Yeah.
But I guess it does make sense on like retracting how much you are consuming on a day-to-day or a week-to-week basis. So like him just even breaking it down, it doesn't seem like it's impossible.
Yeah.
But you hear people like Kevin Gates and...
It don't have to be that extreme.
Right, because Kevin Gates was very extreme on his. Like he makes it seem like he don't do
I'm not
nothing
going to
like
lie.
What's his name?
His name is Brick _ Buddha.
I got you.
Yo. That was dope. I ain't gonna lie.
good.
The way he broke that down.
Yeah, that was good.
That was fire, bro.
Yeah.
We need more people. That's why we need more professionals in the world. Instead of a bunch of people just getting up behind a microphone, just spilling some bullshit.
No, that was real.
That was like, I'm like, damn, I want to try this now.
I mean,
And then when you hear like statistic facts, I'm sure y'all felt better. Like, okay, well, damn, I ain't that far off. Like niggas out here busting 12, 13 nuts a week.
That's why I said, bro, I'm like your average person the whole time. Your average person is 6 nuts a week. That's a lot.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, I think the part that stood out, I've been talking about my kidney issues all year, you know what I'm saying, on the podcast. So when he said that, I was like, like that might be another thing to,
Think
take
of.
into consideration.
Yeah.
Because I want to like have a conversation. You just never know how it affects you as men in your older age.
Even with the over sexualization of women, I talk about that a lot, right? I feel like that was something that I dealt with because of like just my upbringing and my environment. I'm like, damn, that's deep, bro.
Yeah.
That's deep.
I guess the question is like now, hearing all of that stuff, because I know we were on the side of like, all right, pro masturbation, you know what I'm saying? What is that? How do you look at it now?
I'm still pro masturbation. So
okay.
what I heard, you still can have both, it seems like.
Yeah.
Because even if you're not with a woman, right? Or if you with your woman, you still can use it interchangeably in my mind and how I look at it. Like, cause you could go semen retention for 90 days, right?
Yeah.
And then let's say if you somebody that has sex with a chick, or you single, you be fucking every month, twice a week, right? Let's just say. So now I might probably just beat my dick once, and I might save the other one for a chick if I want. You know what I'm saying? I still think it can be used interchangeably. And like he said when he first got on the car, like, do what you got to do to be safe, right? Like, so you're not out here making
Careless decisions.
You get what I'm trying to say? And he even said it. So like, I just never thought about it from the health benefits. I'm
Right,
like,
yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So like, shout out to him. I thank you. I appreciate that. Anybody else had any other questions about that? Alex, did you have anything else before we get into the hot takes?
No,
Wanna get into it?
we get into it.
All right, man.